Hello, my brothers and sisters out there in Facebook land. How you doing? Got some good content for you at the beginning of the week. Come on in. How you doing, Sister Joanne Hill? I see your John Hancock down there at the bottom. How you doing, sister? Come on in, my brothers and sisters. Come on in. Got some good content for you tonight. You don't want to miss this. I guarantee you're not going to be on here long tonight. Come on in. I just want a few minutes of your time. Just only a few minutes. Just come on in. I know some of you all have to get ready to go to work early in the morning. Some of you may have to go tonight. How you doing, Sister Williams? How you doing, Sister Flo Harvin Martin? Come on in. My brothers and my sisters out there, come on in. I look forward to seeing you all today as I normally do. Come on in. We're going to give a few more people an opportunity to come in, and then I'm going to dive right into tonight's topic. So come on in. Sisters, if you're interested in knowing how it is when a man loves you, I'm about to go down this little list. How you doing again? I see some more of you all coming in. Come on in. How you doing, Sister Flo again? Those of you that are looking at the show, go ahead and grab your bag of popcorn and soda. Courtesy of Sister Flo Harvin Martin. Go ahead and come on in. We're about to jump into this content tonight. Come on in. Well, how you doing, my brothers and sisters out there? How you doing tonight? This is the first day of another week, thank God it is. And I got some good content for you tonight, my brothers and sisters. But first of all, how you doing, Sister Twyla? How you doing? My brothers and sisters, how you doing, my little sister Renee? How you doing? Come on in, everybody. Come on in, come a little closer. We got some seats in the front. Come on up so you can enjoy this content. You don't have to sit in the back. Just come on up. We got a few more seats in the front so we can jump on into this content. As you know, some of you already know who I am, but then there are some of you that do not know who I am. I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Tony M. Toomer, and I talk about relationships. I talk about relationship pertaining to that of a man and a woman that is serious about a relationship, that should move to a commitment, and after the commitment, it should be a covenant relationship. So there should be 3 hurdles when it comes to a relationship between a man and a woman. I strongly believe in a relationship from a biblical perspective. When I say a biblical perspective, I believe that God created the man first, and he had a unique relationship with the man, that man being Adam. He caused a deep sleep to come upon Adam. Then he stepped to the side and he formed Eve. He brought Eve to Adam, and Adam said, bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh, I should call a woman, because she came from man. That's my position. I believe strongly in a relationship between a man and a woman. With that said, tonight's topic is 7 things a man would do only if he loves you. Sister, check this out now. If you really want to know whether a man loves you or not, there are 7 things that I'm going to expound to you. Not explain, but I'm going to expound to you 7 things that a man will do only if he loves you. Again, 7 things that a man will do only, sister, only if he loves you. Keep on coming in, my brothers. Keep on coming in, my sisters. We still got a few more seats in the front. Go ahead and grab that bag of popcorn that Sister Flo got out there. How you doing, Sister Cheryl? Get you that soda. So, sister, listen up. And when I talk about a man, I talk about a specific type of man. I'm talking about a man that got purpose in his life. How you doing, mother? I'm talking about a man that got purpose in his life. I'm talking about a spiritual man. I'm not talking about a worldly man. I'm talking about a spiritual man. What you can expect out of a spiritual man. Now, notice I said 7 things. So let us understand what the number 7 means. The number 7, my brothers, and the number 7, my sister, it is one of God's divine numbers. And what it means in God's eyesight, it is very significant. It means, the number 7 means perfection and completeness. This is what you sisters want. You want a man to love you perfectly, and you want that man to love you completely. Brother, when it comes to loving a woman, there are 7 things that you need to be able to implement in your arsenal when it comes to loving a woman. And you should do this, and you must do it. You must love that woman perfectly and completely. And the only way you're going to love that woman perfectly and completely, you need assistance. Brother, there's no way you could love a woman minus the love of the Lord in you. So if you have the Lord in you, this is what you'll be able to do. Listen carefully, brother, and especially you sisters, these are characteristics that you need to be able to put your finger on. 7 things. First of all, it starts with a relationship with the Lord. And when it starts with a relationship with the Lord, in Ephesians 28:29, again, that's Ephesians 28:29, it starts like this. Number 1 out of the 7, how you would know that a man only loves you, sister. In this same way, husbands ought to love their wives as their own bodies. He who loves his wife loves himself. After all, no one ever hates their own body, but they feed and care for their body, just as Christ does the church. Now, sister, if a man really loves himself, how you doing, Sister Taylor? If a man really loves himself, he's going to love you. It ain't no ifs and buts about it. If this man loves himself, he loves you. How a man treats you, sister, that is how he think about himself. Always remember that. How a man treat you is a reflection on himself, because especially if the man is married to you, how he treats you, it tells you something deeper than yourself. It tells you something about his relationship with God, and more so it tells you about his relationship with himself. If this man treats you completely badly, it's something going on inside of that man, and it reflects and it come out on you. If a man think good about himself, if he feel good about himself, that means it's going to come to you, because once you get with a man, sister, you become a part of that man's flesh. Like Adam said, bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh, I should call a woman. Just like Adam loved Eve, that man would love you even in his imperfect state. Even an imperfect man could love you perfectly and completely, only with the assistance in the Lord in him. And that's what the man do. A man that loves himself, when he look at a woman, when this man look at a woman, he sees his reflection in the woman. So a man that look in the mirror and see himself, he's going to make sure that he's well groomed and everything. And it's just like that. When he look into the eyes of his woman, he see himself. And however he treat himself, it's going to be a reflection of how he think and feel about you. So there's one thing in a man, he will treat you very, very good, because he's going to make sure he's treating himself good. So therefore, he's going to treat you good. He's going to be thoughtful about himself. He's going to be thoughtful about you. Number 2, one of the 7 ways how you could tell that a man only loves you. When he talks to you, his actions should always convey to you these simple 3 words. Whenever a man talk to you, sister, whenever a man show you his action, it should convey to you these 3 words: we, us, and our. In all his talks, it needs to be us, we, and our. In all his action, it needs to be us, we, and our. That's how you could tell a man love you. If you have a man that constantly saying, me, myself, and I, me, myself, and I, this man is a selfish man, therefore he don't love you. He's a very selfish man, and he doesn't love you. A man that loves you, these are 3 words that you're going to constantly hear. He's going to always incorporate you in his life. He's going to say us, we, and our. The number 3 reason, way out of 7, how you'll be able to tell that a man only loves you, is he will provide for you. A man that loves you, sister, he will provide for you. Because remember, I'm talking about a spiritual man. He will provide for you. He not only will he provide for you, he will provide for his family. So that's what he will do. He's going to provide for himself first before he meets you. How you doing, sister? How you doing, auntie? He's going to provide for you. For those of you that are coming in, tonight's topic is 7 things a man must do only if he loves you. I'm going to do a quick recap. If a man really loves you, he's going, in the same way as it said in Ephesians 28:29, in the same way, husband ought to love his wife as his own body. He who loves his wife loves himself. After all, no one ever hates his own body, but feeds, cares for his own body, just as Christ loved the church. Number 2, how a woman could tell that a man really loves her. His words and action will convey to the woman, us, we, and our. It will not convey to the woman, me, myself, and I. If it's me, myself, and I, the man only love himself in a selfish way. So you're not going to get the benefits of what love really is, because love is of God. So this man, he will convey to you, us, we, and our. Number 3, now we right on schedule. Number 3, this man will provide for himself first. And then when the man provides for himself first, he will be able to provide for you. And if children come into the mix, he will be able to provide for his family. So a man that loves you, he's going to make sure that he can provide for you. Fourthly, if a man, one of the 7 things that a man would do if he only loves you, he will protect you. This man will protect you in all kinds of ways. If someone talk against you, he's going to protect you. If somebody try to lay hands on you, that man going to protect you. He's going to protect you from anything that's going to cause him harm. It's just like this. Just like we are the sheep to Jesus, Jesus provide, Jesus protect, and that man going to have that type of mentality to protect you. It's just like he going to look at you like a sheep. And not saying you're a sheep, but I'm just giving you an illustration. He's going to protect you from any outside forces. Number 5, what that man would do for you if he loves only you. This man is going to be a very, very good listener. He's going to listen to you. He's going to listen to you intently. When he listens to you, he's not going to listen to you from an analytical standpoint. He's going to listen to you from his emotions also. Because as you know, we men are analytical. But a man that's going to listen to his wife, he's going to listen to that woman with his heart. He's going to listen to her with both his ears. That's why he got 2 ears and 1 mouth, so he can listen. He's not going to hear her. He's going to listen to her intensively. And sister, you know you want a man to listen to you. There are some women that come to me for consultation, and one of the main things they say, he will not listen to me. So brother, if you listening to me tonight, one thing you could do for that woman, you should be able to listen to her. You want her to come to you when she have any concerns or anything, because you got to understand that if a man and a woman is serious in a committed and covenant relationship, that man and woman should be the best of friends outside the spiritual connection with the Lord. Because as I told you, my brother and sister, when a man and woman get together, that man and woman have to love one another on 3 levels. That's the spiritual part, the soul, and the body. 6 out of 7 things that a man would do only if he loved you. This man would, how you doing, Sister Wood? This man would touch his woman regularly. Not only does he love this woman, not only does he convey to this woman that it's we, myself, and I, not only does this man provide for this woman, not only does this man protect his woman, not only does this man listen to his woman intensely, but he would touch her gently on a regular basis. And when I say touch her, it doesn't have to lead to sex. Some men think that when you touch a woman, it has to lead to sex. It doesn't have to lead to sex all the time. So keep this in mind. A man should touch a woman, just say let's take the vagina out the equation. Let's take the vagina out the equation. That woman, you have to love that woman for who she is on the inside, okay? It's not all about the body what's between the legs. It's not all about that. It's about that woman herself from the inside. Like I said, you have to love from the inside out. That the spirit, the soul, then the body. So, brother, that woman have to be touched on the inside. You got to be able to touch that woman's soul. That's her mind, her will, and her body. You got to gently touch that woman's soul. You have to lift her up. And how do you lift her up? You have to listen to her. You have to choose and select different types words that gonna encourage and build her up. And once you touch the inside of the woman, she needs to be touched on the outside. That means it could be a gentle hug, a gentle kiss, or just hugging. And sometimes touching is more effective sometimes than just talking. And you have to talk to her too. That's another thing, brother. You have to talk to her while you're touching her sometimes, but you don't have to talk that much all the time. But talk to her gently and touch her. She needs communication. Women need communication. I tell you this, if you open up the door of communication, you're going to find out that woman going to talk to you quite a bit. And I can tell you this, from my experience with my wife now, Cinderella, and you all know her name to question, but you all know I call her Cinderella. We have good communication. She opened up to me and she tell me a whole lot of things. She feel comfortable and confident that she could tell me something, and she know that I'm not gonna blare about stuff what she tells me. A lot of stuff she tell me is in confidence, okay? So she regularly talks to me. She feel free like she could talk to me. You know why she feel like she could talk to me? Because I don't judge her when she talks. That's what happened. I don't judge her when she talks. She could tell me some stuff. I listen to her. And then if she want a response from me, I would give her a response. But a lot of time, brother, a woman, sometimes they want you to listen to them and touch them. And sometimes you don't have to say nothing, because if a woman is going through something during the course of the day, sometimes she just need for you to listen to her and just touch her hand and hold her so she can express herself. And the final thing out of 7, how a woman could know that a man really loves her for who she is, like the top, it is 7 things a man would do only if he loved you. And that goes back, I started with the biblical part when I said a man that loved himself, he would love his wife, basically. But the 7th part, and this is very, very important, brother, you have to be able to do this. And sister, you need to understand, this man, if a man really loves you, this is what he'll do. And this is from God's word too. Ephesians 5:25. Again, it's Ephesians 5:25. Husband, love your wives, just as the Lord loved the church and gave himself up for it. Again, husband, love your wife, just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her. What does that mean? As you know, the Lord gave up his life for the world, and primarily the church. What is a church? The church is a group of called out people. That's what the church is. It's not a building. So Christ gave an example to a man that a man is supposed to follow the pattern of the Lord. So if the man follows the pattern of the Lord, this man has to be at the point where he will actually lay down his life for his woman to the point of death. And I'm going to sum this up again. And sister, keep this in mind. Brother, you need to implement this in your arsenal. 7 things that a man will do only if he loves the woman. He will love this woman as he loves his own body. When he talked to the woman, he talked to her, and his action conveyed to her, we, us, and our, not me, myself, and I. He will provide for the woman. He will protect that woman. He will listen to that woman. He will touch her on a regular basis, and that man will give up his life for that woman. And with that said, my brother and sister, you know I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And you know it's about time for me to wrap this show up shortly. I hope that you all have a good week, my brothers and sisters. I really, really do. Peace out. Have a good one. Goodbye.